Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory. So here we are today in episode 77. Last episode we had just finished crafting the assembly line, one of many. We had also gotten some icy wafers crafted up, and I had set up some more automation for the bundling of cables. So that is pretty sweet. Now, I don't think I dug a lower level for this room yet. Oh, I did. But it is not expanded yet. So this is something that I need to do. Let's see here. I'll make sure that doesn't go up too high. Okay. Like that. Like that. Although, that being said, can I... Where am I? I could technically break out the roof here. Okay. Ooh. Sorry, I went quiet there for a second. I'm just thinking on what I want to do here. I might have to... Well, let's see. Wait, where was this room again? Oh, okay. So what I might do when I expand this way is I might have to lower the level of the floor by 1 or more. We'll see. I haven't figured out things that far in advance just yet. But I want to make sure that I can easily access the underside of the assembly lines here. I'm going to need some space, as there's going to be some infrastructure in place to automate everything. Can I... Okay. So, yeah, the floor is going to be a little bit awkward from this point on. But that'll be okay. Right, so essentially we're going to be automating things in a quite interesting manner. We're going to be using something called Actually Additions laser relay. If I said that right? Yeah, so the item laser relay. We're going to be making some of these, and each of these lasers is going to go on the buses here, and we're going to have an output right here, right? And it's going to send the items into a chest that will then be sent. It will send the items back into our system. So let's go up to our home terminal here, and we're going to need to make a couple items, namely a item interface. Okay. Wall. We're also going to be needing the unpackagers for our recipe creation. So that'll be fun. Okay, so let's get the lasers crafted up. We have to do this in a really odd way. We have to make the energy laser relay, and then we have to make the fluid laser relay with the atomic reconstructor. So I might I'm gonna have to make 2 separate laser relays, or I'm just gonna manually make the lasers myself. I think the latter, honestly. So we'll put the laser relays in there, and we'll request up like 120 of these, 128. That should be a good starting point for the time being. Meanwhile, I'll probably have to review my earlier videos of my last Let's Play so I can remember the kind of layout that I set up for everything. I have an idea on what it needs to be like, but I don't know the placements of the blocks 100%. Okay, so there are the laser relays. Let's go ahead and drop down to our room here. Make sure I turn off my magnet. If I can find it. There it is. So put that in there. Actually, I don't even need to put that in there. I can just drop this shit in. Okay. And then, oops. Drop that shit in. There we go. So now we have the item laser relays. Now we're going to want to make two more things. We're going to need to make a wrench. The laser wrench. Which is a coil and some Inori. And the other thing we're going to want to make is a origin compass. This is going to be useful for later, for sure. It allows us to set the priority of things. So let's get that crafted up. And let's get a wrench. Okay. And the compass. Okay. So let's come back down here. And I'll have to clear this room out later. But let's go ahead and get things set up here. So we're going to have a input bus all the way along. Okay. And then something like that. Oh, did I not pick up the laser relay? Or interface? There we go. I think that's right. Let me actually take a minute and review my Let's Play from last time and see what I need to do here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I went and reviewed my earlier Let's Play, and I think I have an idea for what I'm going to be doing. That being said, I'm going to need some unpackagers. So, unpackager. I'm also going to need some chests as a buffer. Going to need a packager. And I don't think I can code the extension block, so I need to code that. Meanwhile, let's see. How should I put this down? Where's that image? Give me a second. I gotta go pick up that image they had. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so a chest will go about here. Actually, we'll put it about here. What's behind this wall? Not much. Okay. So then we go unpackager. I picked a really bad angle to take that photo, but I think I get the gist of what I had. So that's going to be what it's going to look like, more or less. Oh dear. Okay, so we can't go out that far. Probably about here will be our limit. So, you know what? Let me instead move this a little bit forward. Okay. So, interface, just about here. And then unpackager, chest, chest, unpackager. I think that's okay. So this would then connect to each individual laser. Okay. So the item relay laser, or the item interface right here, is basically an extension of all of these inventories. So imagine all 16 inventories are in this block right here. Because these are input buses of one slot, it's only going to be able to put in one type of item at a time into the buses. And then on the unpackagers, we're going to be setting up blocking mode so it doesn't push items when we have a craft going on. Okay, so the kind of system that I'm going to be setting up here, so we're going to have two patterns, or two packages essentially. We're going to have what's called a half package and a full package. The half package, it's, oh, I got to remember how I did it exactly. But essentially, I'm going to have, well, I need to re-review the footage before I can talk about that. But for the time being, this is kind of the layout of what we're going to have. So let's go ahead and pop over to our terminal here. And we need to encode the extension for the packager. This is essentially going to allow it to multi-process creation of the patterns. So it can make up to 16, or it can do up to 8 crafts at a time. Oh shit, I'm not sure what I just put away there, but oh well, I guess. Okay. Well, let me try to find something to kind of remind myself on this process. What is an item that takes up a lot of space, a lot of items in the assembler? Okay, so here's an example. Or no, that's not one. Let me just go back to the other world and I will verify. I will remind myself on some things. In the meantime, we need another packager. We're going to have essentially oh, maybe I can't go down there. Okay. That would be a big deal. We're going to have a packager, and then we're going to have relays or extensions all the way around here for both the half package and the full package packages. Okay. So we may as well get a encoder down here. Okay, there's the other package. So let's like put this like so. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here how I'm going to handle all this. We should get some conduit over here. So let's grab some of that. Let's get quite a bit here. Yoki. I guess we'll just drop it down here. Like that. And that should power the rest of these. Okay, good. Now we are going to need power up here. So gonna get some aluminum conduit. Let's clean up our inventory a little bit here. Now I really just need a few items to be able to make the LUV machinery. So what I might end up doing is kind of manually crafting the materials I'm gonna need and setting it into our machine. Okay, maybe I'll bring it up this way. So with our energy input here, we need the CEF to be placed a certain way. Let me get some cobble to kind of plan this out. So maybe like the CEF will be wired like so. Like that. Can I put that down like that? Okay, that should work. So the CEF will be right here, and then the cable goes right there. Now let's get a CEF going. Okay, so we're gonna need probably a pattern for table. Oh, that's the wrong CEF. So we're gonna need a quantum 3 notch. So let me get that put in there. Signalum. Let me just quickly change out the signalum wiring. Do we even have... Oh, we never set that up. Okay. So perfect. Signalum wire. So 2. Bada, bada boom. 4. And 8. Making sure that we use the one-time wire in the patterns. So, yeah, okay. And then 16. And get rid of that. So there shouldn't be a circuit in any of these. Awesome. Bundle. So 16 goes there. 2 goes here. 4, 4, and 8. CEF. Oh, didn't put that in yet. Wall. Okay. So that is cooking right up. Now we're going to need cabling. And we're probably going to cover it. So let's just make some covered cable real quick. So we already have a 16 covered cable recipe. So we can probably go with this. Get rid of the circuit. And 16 times here. We're going to need 1. So where is the cable? There's that. Now we're just waiting on the CEF here, and we'll be able to power the system. Now for the compressor is what we're going to need, and we need that to be LUV. So for this, we're going to need... Okay. So we need to get the piston automated. We're also going to need 2 input hatches for fluid. We're also going to need to automate a few things here, like the rounds. Rods we should have. Rings we need to do. Gears, yttrium bearing cuprate. Okay, everything here is mostly doable. The motors are also going to be automated in the assembly line. So long magnetic neodymium, yttrium barium, long rods, and okay. So I probably will have to go back on the footage and go back into my world and brush myself up on the concepts of setting up the half and the full packages. So let's get this finished. And probably at this episode, I'm going to take a quick break from recording. I've done quite a bit of work today. Probably just going to chill out with some other games and, yeah, review the footage or review my world and figure out what to do. Is that stuck? Oops. It should be done. Oh, okay. Cool. So back over to... Oh, we need to get upstairs. I really need to make some more elevators or something. Okay. So up here. Get rid of this. Put down our cable. Not that. Put down our CEF. And wrench it. And there we go. So that is filled up with the power we need. So let's see if we can't get the other components automated. So HSSG. We're going to need to start off with small gears. Extruder. Oh no. So the solidifier is faster than the extruder. Okay. So extractor. And we need a solidifier. So that would go together. And HSSG would need the mold. Okay. Let's work on some other things while that process is up. So we're going to need big gears. And that is a matter of solidifying, which we already have all this stuff. I am probably going to have to get some HSSG passively stocked. Okay. Oh, okay. HSSG rings. That's extruder. That's doable. And the ring goes there. HSSG round. That's going to be a matter of lathing nuggets. And doesn't that take forever? Okay, this specific material does not necessarily, but there will be other materials that are a bit annoying. So the unpacker will probably be, or just simply crafting it will probably be quicker. So, wall, lathe. I'll probably end up making a separate thing for rounds. I think everything else we have automated. So let's see, compressor. Bookmark that. So we're gonna need the gear, the rounds, the plates. Okay, plates. Plate. There we go. Cutting machine. And up. There we go. And rods. We're probably gonna need that too. Rod. Lathe. There we go. Okay. And I think that's the last of the HSSG for the most part. Check, check. Gear. We still need to get that automated. But then the motor, we have, oh, the long rods. Okay. So the long rods is basically lathing two rods together. Interesting. Let's put that there. And yeah, we're going to need long magnetic neodymium. So let's get that. Let's get that long, let's see, magnetic neo. So there's that. Polarizer. Neodymium rod. Like so. Wait. Already have that. Okay, never mind then. So then long magnetic neodymium. Like so. Okay. And then, yeah, at this point, we're just waiting for the solidifier and the extractor for the small gear. But at this point, though, I think I'm going to call it for now. And we'll come back next episode. And by then, hopefully, I'll have figured out how to handle the packages. So I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.